Hey guys, today I'm going to review LEGO Set 76084, the Ultimate Battle for Asgard. It has a total of 400 pieces, originally went for $50, and was released in August 2017. So first, let's go over all the minifigures. So first up here is Thor, who I think was technically exclusive in this set. Actually, he might have been, I think it's the same version from the Hulk Coliseum Smash. Let me check. It's somewhat, yeah, I think it's fairly different. There's some slight differences, but they're kind of the same. Except this one has like a cape, which is a cool piece. I don't know if they use this specific molding again. He has this like facial expression you can take off. He doesn't have a hairpiece or anything. One of kind of his lightning expression. They use this face print a lot now, but he also has these Power Blast pieces, which were new for 2017. I just kind of, yeah, these don't fire too well sometimes. I'll show it off better with basically just put it in their hand and you kind of fire it off like that. They fire kind of well, but it depends. So next is Bruce Banner, who was not exclusive, but at the time he was exclusive. Some cool his hairpiece, the Anakin's hairpiece in brown is cool to get. I don't know, probably not exclusive to the character. He has this facial printing where he's kind of turning into the Hulk. Not too accurate from the film, but it's fine. It's overall just a decent figure. They kind of threw him in here since Hulk was in the other set. Then you have Valkyrie, who has this awesome cape piece, who I think is exclusive to her. Very same kind of material. She has this like Lord of the Rings sword, which we don't get too much anymore, so that's a cool piece. This hairpiece here, I think was exclusive to her at the time. They use it in some other sets now. Really cool hairpiece, I like that. No other kind of facial printing or anything, but it's a decent figure as well. So you can put that back on. You also have these two, I think Berserkers or whatever they're called, that is identical. They have a little spike on the back. They have a little neck piece attached. They're very slight dark green kind of printing of some teeth. And these kind of spike pieces, which I know mostly from Ninjago. So overall, these are kind of decent figures. Finally is Hela, who is like the main villain of the movie. So you have two weapons for her, which are, kind of represent her spikes or whatever. She has this cape piece again, and this kind of dark green. What's cool about her figure is that you have this little platform, which is supposed to represent her like growing spike powers or whatever, and you can kind of raise and lower the figure like that. She also comes with these black kind of Power Blast pieces, which you can kind of put on, but she does have two facial expressions, one on the back where she has for her mask, and her mask is included. It's kind of like a rubbery kind of piece. That's kind of cool, very similar to like the Captain America mask. So show it from the back, it's kind of how it looks like. You can obviously switch it around as well, but the detailing on the mask is pretty nice too, with the kind of dark green on it. You have this like side build of a wolf where they use a lot of the mixel joint type pieces, which in general I like this build. It reminds me of, I think there was like a build similar to this and some other themes. A lot of people show comparison to the Vikings theme. It has not really any teeth or anything up front, just kind of the thing here. I don't know if those are glow in the dark or not. I think those are, but it's kind of inconsistent because it's just a small piece. You can kind of pose the legs, so I have it posed like this. Some kind of flat down there. But it's just a posable kind of build. You can kind of move the head up and down slightly, kind of turn it around, same thing with the tail. Kind of move this piece up a bit. A lot of cool detailing though. You can kind of maybe put Hela up here if you want to kind of pose her on top of the wolf. That looks kind of cool. So these kind of pieces that were from Nexonites that year. So here's like the main ship itself. It's like the Grandmaster ship, who is included in the Hulk versus Thor set. This guy here. The figure itself is just meh, but in the movie he was good. But I'm surprised they actually made this, because in the movie it's a certain personal ship of his. That, yeah, I mean obviously I'm sure that was later on, but yeah, so you can place one figure in here. It's very tight squeeze. They recommend you put Valkyrie here. Even though I think Hulk is better, but there's a play feature of Hulk, so you can just put her in. Yeah, you have to like slide her all the way back. There you go. There's a control panel in there. That's like a sticker. Yeah, it was interesting enough, but that's all the room you have. You have a bit of room back here. You can place her sword. There's like an extra one I put right here, where you can kind of just place it in. That's all the room you really have. With the rest of it, you have two stud shooters on each side that you can kind of move up and down. You can fire one off. That went all the way there. But the wings, or not only the wings, but like the circle part, I love the design of that. It's actually really sturdy. They use a bit of Technic pieces with that, but it's mostly like built up with like plates. And these pieces are cool. I don't mind that they did stickers, because it would have been kind of hard to print that, I guess, all the way around. But it does look pretty nice. I like the combination of colors, where it's like a black, red, and yellow. That looks awesome. But the main play feature to me is where back here you can place Bruce Banner. They have a little two studs here. You place them down in here. You flip it around, and there's a push button. You gotta make sure it's pressed, but yeah, he'll kind of fall out because this part will kind of just joint him out. Maybe I'll try that again, but you just have him. It doesn't work all the time. It'll like sometimes move him to the right or to the left, so you have to do it at a good angle. There we go. So that's kind of how it works. It probably would work better if I used two hands, but a lot of these kind of tie out pieces down here. But that's mostly how the ship works. Overall, this is much better than the Colosseum Hulk set, even though that one has some other good minifigures. This one just has a better selection. It was also our first Bruce Banner figure, and then in general, the builds are impressive. I love the different techniques they use. So thank you guys for watching this review, and bye guys.